Going on politically, and our CBS 21 News political insiders join us right now. Our Republican strategist, Charlie Giroux, and our Democratic strategist, Tony May, on hand.
Yeah, we've been talking about it all day, of course. Governor Corbett's budget proposal released just today. A lot of people really not happy about the cuts he's proposing. Charlie, let's start with you. What's your thoughts on this?
Well, I'm waiting for Rob to call them deep and draconian cuts.
Oh, come on now.
I mean, this should not be a great surprise to anybody. Governor Corbett is keeping his promises to the people of Pennsylvania. He's doing what he was elected to do. He is following a path of fiscal restraint, following an administration that couldn't find a dollar they didn't want to spend or a tax they didn't want to raise. He's not raising taxes. He said these are tough economic times. We're going to tighten our belt. We're going to do what we have to do, what we must do, and we're going to move forward with optimism because there's additional revenue on its way.
But he raised the red flag on that just, a few weeks ago, or a month or so ago.
I think Charlie is correct, though, that the governor is delivering what he promised. But this is more of a case of sometimes be careful what you wish for. And the voters wish to have no new taxes, but they still want the services, and they probably will be very hard-pressed to not pay extra at the local level to cover the cost of the increased costs of county government, increased costs of local schools, and then if you have kids in college, the 20 or 30% cut in higher education funding will come out somewhere, probably in the form of a 5 to 10% increase in tuition. So, where do you want to pay for the services that you really need?
Yeah, well, everybody wants both, lower taxes and the services.
All right, well, let's move on. A big day for the GOP presidential candidates. The caucuses tonight in 3 different states. Rick Santorum, all eyes are really on him, especially in Minnesota tonight.
This is a great disappointment to Charlie. If Rick Santorum can win another caucus state, it'll keep the former senator alive, and it'll prolong this wonderful picnic we have here of a new primary every week and a new front runner. I don't know that it would make him a front runner if he wins in Minnesota, but it certainly will increase his credibility in the Republican Party.
Keep his name in there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why that would be a great disappointment to me, but I agree with Tony. Tonight is going to be yet another step in a very long process. I don't think tonight's going to be determinative of anything. And what's interesting is the national media's quest to make this a once and done, it's all over type of situation is clearly coming unglued. This is going to be a protracted process. The rules were actually set up that way this year to make it a long process. Nobody can even mathematically claim the nomination until April 24th. So we've got a lot of road to go down yet, and I think it's going to be very, very fascinating to watch. I agree with Tony that tonight should be Rick Santorum's night. We'll wait and see.
Former Speaker Bill Deweese found guilty on yesterday. Yet a lot of lawmakers went up to him yesterday and talked to him. He kind of had some bipartisan friendships and relationships there.
His defense was that everybody does politics. I didn't do anything differently than other people do who are in Harrisburg in the Capitol. They talk politics in the Capitol. Their employees support them. But that kind of defense is like telling the state trooper when you've gone through a speed trap at 75 miles an hour, but I was only following the car in front of me, officer.
But it happens.
I think yesterday was summarized best by the people, not just per son, but the people that said it was a sad day. And Speaker Deweese clearly had friends on both sides of the aisle, Tony and myself included. And I think all of us are sad for him and for his family and for the Commonwealth. This is not a good chapter in our history.
It doesn't look good.
All right.
Gentlemen, thank you both for coming in.
And you can catch our political insiders every Tuesday right here on CBS 21 News at 5:30.